Hello and welcome to Dishing Delights. Today I am going to share with you 3 recipes from my home kitchen. The first recipe I am going to make is going to be chicken fajitas. For the fajita seasoning, I am going to mix cornstarch, chili powder, salt, paprika, white sugar, onion powder, garlic powder, cayenne pepper, and ground cumin. I really recommend this fajita seasoning recipe. It makes enough seasoning for a couple batches. The first thing I am going to do is prep my onions, peppers, and chicken for the fajitas. When I make chicken fajitas, I try to make sure that my onions, peppers, and chicken are all cut up in uniform slices. That way that everything cooks evenly, especially in the air fryer. As you can see, I added a little bit of olive oil in with the seasoning mix. That way it could coat the chicken perfectly. And then I'll add in the peppers and onions and mix together and let sit for a few minutes. What I'm going to do now is put that fajita mixture into the air fryer basket, and then I'm going to put it in the air fryer at 370 for 10 minutes. When that 10 minutes is up, I'm going to pull that fajita mix back out, mix it up a little bit, and then I'm going to put it in for another 8 to 10 minutes. This recipe is perfect to place over nachos or to add to your favorite tortillas, but today I decided to make a fajita salad. I use this as my weekly meal prep, but this also freezes really, really well. This next meal I'm going to make is Instant Pot pulled pork sandwiches. For this meal, you can use your rub of choice. I'm going to use a Traeger coffee rub. It's a little bit on the expensive side. I'd recommend it, but there are others out there. For this, I'm going to cut it up into 4 chunks. And then once I make sure that it is seasoned fully, I'm going to add it into a scorching cast iron skillet. To my cast iron skillet, I'm going to add a little bit of oil. And as you can see, that cast iron skillet is really hot. As I flip these, you can see that I got them a little burnt, but that's perfectly fine. It'll still taste really great. Now that these are browned, I'm going to add them to my Instant Pot. To this, I'm also going to add in a cup of broth. I am going to put this on high pressure for an hour. And then once it's finished, I'm going to let it release naturally for 20 minutes. And this is the meat. As you can see, it's just falling apart. Now I am going to shred this up into bite-sized pieces. Can you see those little ears next to my arm? My dog is peeking, trying to get a bite. She got one, of course. Now place this on top of your favorite bun and add barbecue sauce and a cheese of your choice. Now that I am replaying this, I want to eat this all over again. This meal is New England clam chowder. This is my go-to recipe that I make on New Year's Day. The first thing I'm going to do is peel and dice up my potatoes. Next, I'm going to dice up my onion, and then I'm going to set that aside. In this Dutch oven, I'm going to cook up these bacon bits, and then I'm going to set them aside. Into that pan, I'm going to add in my onion, and I'm going to cook them down. As these onions are cooking, I'm going to separate the chopped clams from the clam juice, and then I'm going to set that aside. And right here you'll see that I added my diced tomatoes and my clam juice. Oh, and of course I have the wrong size lid. But I'm going to take that clam juice and those potatoes, and then they're going to cook for 15 minutes until softened. Now to this, I'm going to add in my 2 tablespoons of cornstarch and salt and pepper. I'm going to stir this, and then to this I'm going to gradually add in cream and milk. I'm going to add it gradually, and then I'm going to keep mixing until it's smooth. Now my milk and cream is added. I'm going to bring it back up to a boil, and I'm going to heat that for 1 minute. As you can see, I'm taking this potato masher and I'm just mashing it up a little bit. I still want to have chunks left in it. Now that that's been boiling 1 minute, I'm going to add in my chopped clams and a little bit of hot pepper sauce. That's optional. Now you're just going to make sure it's heated through and serve it up. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe so you can see my next video.